Get out of here. Okay, so today I'm going to buy. Excuse me, sorry. Kid in the room. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make, how to use this machine. This right here is a cigarette making machine. It has the parts to it. I can explain exactly what parts it is because I don't know the name. But here we go. I have the thing. This is the front part. This part right here is the lid. This is the tamper, the one that pushes all the tobacco inside. And this is the base. Okay, so what would you do? What you do is, of course, you need what you need. So you could get any tobacco, pipe tobacco. This cost me about $15 at the smoke shop. This is called Red River pipe tobacco. Is worth it, I would say, if you're a cigarette smoker, to save some money. And then you have these Buckler cigarette tubes. You need the tubes. Make sure there's these cigarette makers come in like two different sizes. One is bigger than the other. So be sure that you get the right one, right size for your tubes, your cigarette tubes. So this one comes in 200 king size filter cigarette tubes, which is a lot. I don't smoke, but not like that. I don't smoke like that. So preferably you would put this part inside this part. It has a little white thing right there that holds it in right there. Make sure it's not bent. And then basically what you're going to do is get your tobacco and put it in place. If you smoke that weed, and you know how to roll a blunt, whatever. This is for educational purposes, let me remind you. Then you probably understand how easy it is to probably do it. Basically put your tobacco in a fair amount. It can't overdo the stuff hole because that's where it comes in. And I'm going to show you in a second how it's processed. Of course, it kind of is self-explanatory because if you look at it, the obvious matter is this part will push the tobacco into the tube. So that will be how you will fill your cigarette. So you want it to be to the baseline right here, not above it, because it's not going to go in. You might rip your cigarette tube. And these cigarette tubes are very thin, so you could really pretty much rip it if you're not too careful. So if you close this, and I've been told that these break a lot. People tend to break them because they're too rough. So you want to make sure that this is in all the way. You close this, and you want to hold the base, and then you want to pull towards yourself. Towards yourself like this, all the way till you can't, and then pull back. And if you careful enough, you could. That's it. So you have your cigarette. This is menthol. If you open this, you'll see that you could have stuffed this some more. And I like to do this. Sometimes if it ain't filled all the way up like I wanted to, I'll add some more. And I'll just repeat the same step. There's no need for you to go back and forth, to with this when you put the tobacco in a cigarette. There's no need for you to repeat this step that many times. See how easy it could be for you to rip it. Okay, so I don't want to rip it, so I just wanted to fill it a little bit more, and it is. So the first time was perfect. Like I said, you could stuff it. Don't overstuff it because it'll rip your whole cigarette and then you're assed out. And I've smoked these. These are actually pretty good for a non-cigarette smoker and for a cigarette smoker if you're balling on a budget. Now, this exceeds like this. To clean it, I go like this, and I shake it out like that. And the excess tobacco, I just put in there or fill them up and reuse them. And then you open it. Voila, it's clean. You don't have everything everywhere. If you get it stuck in this part, the white part, all you do is close it and go back, and then it should all fall out. And then there you go. So it says on here that it says on the paper that came with it, and you can buy these at smoke shops. I don't know where else they sell them, but smoke shops definitely sell them, and I think this was about $10 in California. So the cleaning direction is to ensure the long-lasting quality performance of your cigarette making machine. Simply wash the unit in warm water after every 2 pouches dry thoroughly. So I'm assuming this is 1 pouch. So I'm assuming after 2 of these pouches, which is 6 ounces, using it, then you put it in warm water and, after every 2 pouches, and then you dry it real thoroughly. So, of course, the tobacco won't stick once you're ready to use it again. And it's that simple. So, if you don't know, that's how you do it. And now, I smell smoke. So, regular cigarette. It just burns typically a little faster, but it's okay because, Now, when I first did this, it was like it was a no-giver. It was a no-brainer. So, when I first did this, see, the reason why I got this is because when I do smoke cigarettes, I like to have my kind, my preference. So, I tend to have these for people who might want one and don't have no men, if they ask me for one and I'm smoking one, I'll typically put these in a Newport pack. These are typically different. A smoker who bothers you don't care what kind of cigarette they get as long as they get one, because normally it's just the phase of I just need a cigarette, something to smoke. So I fill this pack up. These are longs. These are shorts. These are like smaller cigarettes. So my hundreds to that, I keep 2 different packs, mine and then others. So I don't like to say no to people, but then I'm asked out of like $10 for these, and this is like $45 altogether. So you could get all of this at the smoke shop. And what happened was I got this maker first, and I thought it came with everything, which is a dodo, because after reading the description of the box, it says you need this, 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 and it was the machine, not the whole thing. So I went back and purchased this box, which was like $8. I'm not too sure, and this was about $15, and this was about $10. So altogether, like I said, so keep this box closed and sealed when you're not using it because it keeps it fresh, the paper fresh, and so when you go out, all you gotta do is have your pack, and when somebody see you smoking, be like, "Can I get a Smith cigarette?" What you do is you put your good one in the pocket that you like, and then you put the other one in your pocket, your pants pocket, in your coat pocket, and your pants pocket. So one will be for them, and one will be for you, so you don't mistake it, and then end up losing all your cigarettes you just paid for. Okay, that's the tutorial. Please subscribe, and I will be coming to you with more videos of random things in which you might have an issue putting together. And yeah, so thank you.